Lewis was speaking from an observational standpoint throughout his years both as a teacher and union representative on the behavioral pattern of students. The situation in Grenada is not a crippling one, Lewis says, compared to that of other islands. However, he wants more to be done to curb violent behavior at its core before it escalates.
What I've noticed also is that the Ministry of Education most often focus on teachers, how they can control teachers' behavior, getting teachers to function properly, and they constantly remind teachers as to their responsibility. But I think more needs to be done in dealing with this group of students. I know the ministry had a policy previous that spoke to students who are on bail, or especially for committing violent crimes, that they would remain home until the outcome of the matter in court. Recently, there has been a push to have these students remain in school, and I think it does not do well for the psyche of teachers and the environment in the school. And so, when reports go to the ministry, there should be a way that the ministry work with the school so that the school can maintain its standard, and that allow these students to influence other students into bad behavior. And that has been my experience over the years.
Not every child, he says, is academically inclined, so special attention should be placed on skill development.
I think these students can be catered for elsewhere. Most often, these students are given several chances at reform. Some of these students are old enough to determine what they want and where they want it. And if they do not want the level of education or what the school is offering, I think they need to be catered for outside. I think also the curriculum needs to be diversified, that when students are found not to be coping well with the academics, that they're offered another path.
School counselors can only do as much, he says.
A lot of the counselors do a wonderful job. My experience has shown that they do a lot, but when you have one counselor to a school of 800 plus students or 700 plus students, it becomes overwhelming for them, and sometimes the counselors themselves are intimidated by some of these students. And most of our counselors are female, and a lot of these students that show these tendencies are male, and usually they're from the upper form. Although it can happen at any level, but the behavior gets worse as the students go to the higher form. So,
Christina John, GBN News.